Hello everyone and welcome to my deep dive into the state of Vermont and the 2024 presidential elections. Vermont and its three electoral votes will be one of the earliest states called on election night in 2024 and is expected to be a heavily Democratic state, but nonetheless we're going to go over it. The state of Vermont and its voting history: in 2020, Vermont was won by Joe Biden by 35.4%. In 2016, it was won by Hillary Clinton by 26%. And in 2012, it was won by Barack Obama by 35.6%. The current polling average right now has Kamala Harris at 70%, Donald Trump at 29%. As for the national popular vote, in 2020, it was won by Joe Biden by 4.4%. In 2016, it was won by Hillary Clinton by 2.1%. And in 2012, it was won by Barack Obama by 3.9%, an average across the three elections of 3.5%. Currently, in the head-to-head polling average, as of the time I'm recording this video, Kamala Harris leads Donald Trump by just 0.2% of the vote. That would signify that the popular vote right now is a jump ball between whether or not Harris or Trump will win it, and I did not expect that to be the situation. It's gotten very, very close. So certainly, very, very tight election right now, nationally and on the Electoral College. Looking at how Vermont votes, however, compared to the national vote, in 2020, Vermont voted 31 points more Democratic than the popular vote. 2016, Vermont voted 23.9% more Democratic than the popular vote. And 2012, Vermont voted 31.7% more Democratic than the popular vote. That was an average difference between 2012 and 2020 of 28.9% more Democratic. 2016 to 2020 was 27.5% more Democratic. Looking at some presidential forecasts for Vermont, all the forecasts, Real Clear Politics, Sabado Crystal Ball, 538, Decision Desk HQ in the Hill, and Cook Political Report all have Vermont listed as solid or safe for Harris, just depending on which terminology they like to use. It all means that this will be a plus 15 margin of victory state that is not expected to be competitive. Harris will win it handily on election night. Some key counties I'm watching for in Vermont. The first county is Chittenden County, and this is where the city of Burlington is, the largest city in the state of Vermont. This is a 54.6% win in 2020 for Biden, 43.4% for Clinton in 2016, and then 41.6% for Obama in 2012. Rutland County, this is an 11.9% win in 2020 for Joe Biden, 3.9% for Clinton in 2016, and then 21.9% for Obama, in 2012. Next is Washington County. This is where the capital city of Montpelier is. This is going to be a big county as well for Harris. 46.4% win for Biden in 2020, 34.1% for Clinton in 2016, and then 41.8% for Obama in 2012. Next is Windsor County. This is a 40-point win in 2020 for Biden, 30-point win in 2016 for Clinton, and then a 38% win in 2012 for Obama. And lastly, Franklin County. This is a 9-point win in 2020 for Joe Biden, a 2.8% win for Clinton in 2016, and then a 23.4% win for Obama in 2012. Looking now at the statewide map, Joe Biden got 66.1% of the statewide vote in Vermont in 2020. Donald Trump got 30.7%. And up in Franklin County, it was 52.2 to 43.2. Biden won there. Chittenden County, right below it, 75.4 to 20.8. That was a win for Biden as well. Rutland County, right here, 53.9 to 42.1, a win for Biden. Windsor County, right here, 68.3 to 27.9, a win for Biden. And Washington County, 71.1 to 24.7, another win for Biden. The only county in the state that did vote Republican in 2020 was Essex County. However, by population, this is the smallest county in the state, so Trump will not get a ton of votes from that area. But I just want to point out that has been the only Republican county in the last three elections to go red. Looking at 2016 now, Hillary Clinton got 55.7% of the statewide vote. Donald Trump got 29.8%. And in Franklin County, this was much closer, 43.7 to 40.9 for Clinton over Trump. Chittenden County was 65.7 to 22.3 for Clinton over Trump. Rutland County, very close as well, 46 to 42.1, a win for Clinton. Windsor County, 58.7 to 28.8, a win for Clinton. And Washington County, 59.8 to 25.7, a win for Hillary Clinton. Looking at 2012, Barack Obama got 66.6% of the statewide vote. Mitt Romney got 31%. Obama in this election won every single county, including Essex County, Again, the only Republican county in Vermont in the last 3 elections. Obama won it in 2012. Franklin County was 60.6 to 37.2. Chittenden County was 69.6 to 28. Rutland County right here, 59.7 to 37.9. Windsor County, 67.9 to 30. And Washington County, 69.4 to 27.6. In such a Democratic state, a win like this is not really surprising, but Obama won every single county in 2012. On the Democratic side, predicting the vote totals based on the last 3 elections, in 2020, Joe Biden got 66.1% of the vote. 2016, Hillary Clinton got 55.7%. And in 2012, Barack Obama got 66.6%. That is an average across the last 3 elections of 62.8%. On the estimated range, you take the highest total, which is the 2012 total, minus the lowest total, which is the 2016 total. You get a margin of 10.9. I then took 10.9, added it to the high number and the low number, and we got our estimated 2024 range. And it's a very, very large one. It was on the low end, 44.8. On the high end, 77.5, a huge range, but I certainly expect this to be somewhere on the higher end, likely close to 60% or above for Harris in 2024. On the Republican side, this is actually a much smaller one. The Republican vote has been pretty consistent in the last 3 elections. Trump got 30.7% in 2020, 29.8% in 2016, and 31% in 2012, an average of 30.5%. As for the range, the highest number, 31, minus the low number, 29.8, that got a difference of 1.2. Once again, I took the 1.2 and added it to the high end, subtracted from the low end, and got a 2024 estimated range of 28.6 to 32.2 based on the last 3 elections. Barring a massive polling miss, I'm very confident Donald Trump will get somewhere between 28.6 to 32.2 on election night. As for my prediction for the state of Vermont and its 3 electoral votes, no surprises here. I do predict Kamala Harris will win the state of Vermont. This is one of the most democratic states in the United States. It's also, as I mentioned, part of the 7 p.m. poll closings, so this should be one of the first calls we get on election night. And I have Kamala Harris getting 60.5%, Donald Trump getting 31.4%. Kamala Harris does run a little bit behind what Joe Biden did in 2020, where he got 66%. I have Kamala Harris getting 60.5%, due in large part due to her not performing as well in the national vote as some other Democrats in past elections have. However, I still think in such a Democratic state, she should be able to break 60% in Vermont. Donald Trump, however, does get a new high in the state of Vermont at 31.4%, well within the 2024 estimated range. And this is also in large part due to him performing better than he has in 2016 or 2020 in the national vote. Still, a 29.1% margin of victory for Harris in very blue Vermont. Now looking at the electoral map, with the state of Vermont added to her column, Kamala Harris has 219 electoral votes, Donald Trump has 311, and I only have 2 states remaining in my deep dive series, which is absolutely crazy to think about. My next state is going to be the state of New Hampshire. Used to be a very close battleground state, 2020 not so much. What will it be in 2024? You're going to have to watch the video to find out. It should be a very good video. And in the meantime, please enjoy the sneak peek at my 2024 full election night prediction, which I have linked at the end of the video, where I go over the state calls and the poll closings for the state of Vermont. Arrived at 7 o'clock on the East Coast, and we are getting our first round of presidential poll closings of the night in the following states. The very important battleground state of Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Vermont, and Virginia. And with that, the polls have officially closed, and we can now make our first projections of the night. And our first call tonight that we can make for the Vice President Harris, with her carrying the state of Vermont and its 3 electoral votes. Vermont, of course, home to Independent Senator Bernie Sanders. Tonight it is won by the Vice President. That will do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you really liked it, please remember to click the subscribe button. And make sure you turn post notifications on so you always get notified when I post a new video. That way you never miss one. Also, please remember to share this video with your friends and family if you really like the video. And remember to stay tuned because I'll be posting at least one video every single day leading up until Election Day. So I'd really appreciate it if you keep coming back and watching those videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in a future video.